Greetings ladies and gentlemen, my name is Sticky Bird Poo, and I will be showing you the mob reset and node reset techniques that I employ in Elderscrolls Online. As with many games, farm techniques and strategies have exceptions to the rule, but this mechanic works in most ESO environments. I do not believe these mechanics are game breaking. I will teach you how mobs and nodes respawn and how to force new random nodes to spawn, but I will not guarantee you any advantage over other players who understand these mechanics. I am showing you the mob node reset mechanic in Intilla's Folly, for it has been the most obvious visually for the mechanic and effect of players' environment. When I enter the Sky Shard room, you will notice there are wasps surrounding the room. I will kill them all and then leave. If I was to stay, they would randomly respawn, but not all at once. As I leave the room empty, I will kill mobs in the adjacent passageway to a point halfway up the tunnel. Amazingly, the mobs respawn in full when I return. What is happening is the game is populating those areas, or attempting to populate areas where I'm going, especially if I recently killed everything in my current location. This method helps reduce the mob's internal respawn timers. The game will attempt to fill the areas you are traveling to with meaningful items of engagement, either nodes, mobs, or anything of that nature to engage your attention. Many other MMOs have similar mechanics in one way or another. Some games have strictly timers, whereas ESO has a mixture of timers and environmental character-driven proximity events. Beside the obvious trash mob farm potential this mechanic has, how can this be employed? This method can be used to reduce golem timers, boss timers, and node timers. In regards to node farming, nodes in their entirety, the cloth, wood, ore, herb, water pouches, chests, thief troves, flesh flies, and fireflies all count as nodes. When in a zone of your choice and having all the crafting passives that allow increased visibility of those nodes, such as herbs, you can force more nodes to spawn in your area, and specifically random chests, which can provide you a zone item and gold. To further increase your success with this mechanic, if you install Harvest Map, which was created by Shinny, and then doing the manual update to the add-ons database, you will be able to see almost all potential spawn locations. I've used this method along with the Harvest Map add-on many times in the past, and my current best record gain has been 26 Riven Spire chests in 30 minutes of farming all nodes. This method works in just about all zones, but world bosses and public dungeons have a minimum timer. Depending on particular boss, they can have their timers reduced even to around 2 minutes, based on how many players are moving in and out of that area of the map. However, bosses cannot be instantly respawned the same way that a trash mob can. Also, keep in mind that if you kill bosses too fast in succession of each other, you will only be rewarded with gold and experience. While I was making this video, the player Savage asked me, where do mobs stop in regards to the proximity triggers? The different types of mobs have different aggro ranges and reset distances. Delves and public dungeons offer the most consistent area of influence control, but each of them are different. This distance I have shown you works in Intilla's Folly, but I have not successfully mapped out the exact distance for all the zones. Although I have tried, the distance varies in size, but is smallest in delves, public dungeons, and is largest in general zone areas. Swift Lancer asked, do I need any specific gear to apply this mechanic, or do I need to be very skilled with my character? Thankfully, this mechanic has no effect based on your gear, character level, or combat skills. It is entirely based on your knowledge of how your movements, mob killing, and node looting affects your game's environment. Thank you for watching. My next video will be a speed farming video where I'll show you locations and special builds to help you level faster when leveling by yourself. If you found this video helpful and would like to see more upcoming material, please subscribe. Also, if you have any questions about solo power leveling, please leave them below and I will pick out 2 of these questions to address in next week's video. Thanks again for watching,